That's a really good point. It's all that situational decision making. And this is a skill, you're saying, that we can all learn.
Yes, yes. And I think if you look at the two pieces of skill acquisition, one is practice and the other is coaching. So, practice, of course, you'd say, well, practice leads to mastery, but I think practicing alone ends up with just trial and error, and that's not going to be very effective. And coaching really is the catalyst to all this. That if you have that expert mentor guiding the way, that the learning curve goes up dramatically. And so that's really what the become much more effective is combining practice and coaching together.
When you were saying that, I was thinking about my teenage attempts to learn to play the guitar and being quite introverted and quite embarrassed at my incompetence. I would tend to sit in my room with various different books that I'd bought or tapes that I'd bought. And I don't want to spoil the ending of this story, but I never learned to play the guitar properly. And I wonder if I'd actually had a coach who would have been directing me and correcting me, whether or not I wouldn't have hit those obstacles that eventually that all slowed me down and eventually stopped me. I'd be a rock star now. I wouldn't be doing this podcast. That's the sort of long and short of it. But that's what was missing. It was the coach. The desire was there. The effort was kind of there, or sort of. The practice was sort of there as well. It really was that expert coach that was missing.
Yes, and if you think about intuitively about this practicing coaching things, that what you described is exactly what all of us would want with any new skill, that we would want to have a coach providing that nuance and providing different challenging situations and coaching us on how they actually think through and make decisions around those processes. So it's really around the mental models that they have for making these decisions, which are largely invisible to all of us. And so their goal is to really make them more visible, and so we can recognize those mental models and start incorporating their way of thinking and making decisions into our mental model. And the more robust it is, then the better we are at able to make the right decisions in all these different situations.
Yeah. So I just want to go back over this mental models point. We're focusing on this situational decision making, and a lot of how we'll approach that is linked to those mental models. This isn't the same as like a physical skill. So we're not talking this, it's all cognitive.